Good evening, children.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good,
Good evening, ma'am.
good evening. Children, you have time to go through all the questions. Chat these questions in the afternoon, children. You had time to read the questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yes, tell me.
ma'am, did we finish test, ma'am?
Which test?
Ma'am, that you told Friday we will do, ma'am.
Yeah, this is what it is. This
Ma'am,
is
that online test, ma'am.
online test. Let me check. Maybe I have to put it. Let me check and get back to you.
Yes, ma'am.
I was talking about this test only.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. In case I had promised something else, let me check and get back. Okay.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
was talking about this test only on word problems.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. All right, children. See the first question. I will go through all the questions and we'll identify the mathematical operation needed to solve it. Meaning if we have to add to get the answer, subtract, multiply or divide. All right. That's what we mean by mathematical operation. These are the four mathematical operations, right? Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So first, how many questions we have in all? We have 17 questions. Okay. So first we shall discuss which mathematical operation is involved to solve every question. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Tell me for the first one. Who can explain the first one?
Ma'am, I can tell, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
shall I?
tell me, Matthew. Tell me, Matthew.
Ma'am, we should divide, ma'am.
Divide.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so a wire of length 12.5 meters is cut into 10 pieces of equal length.
Yes,
Find the
ma'am.
length of each piece. Okay, so to find the length of each piece, we should not add or subtract, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
We should divide.
Yes, ma'am.
So 12.5 divided by 10 will give what?
Ma'am.
Is it 12.5 by 10 divided by 10 or 10 divided by 12.5?
Ma'am, 12.5 divided by 10, ma'am.
Okay, will give you what?
Ma'am?
No, what will 12.5 divided by 10 give you? What does, I don't want the numerical value. What does that indicate? 12.5 divided by 10 will give you the
Ma'am,
the
each
length of
piece,
each
ma'am.
piece.
Length of each piece, ma'am.
length of each piece. Will give you the length of each piece. Very good. Very good, Matthew. Yes. Somebody else tell me the second one.
Ma'am, shall I say for the second one?
Yeah, tell me, Swati.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, we have to multiply 1 by 3 into 2 1 by 5, ma'am.
Okay. So Ravish reads 1/3 part of a book in 1 hour. So 1 hour, 1/3 of the book he reads. How much part of the book will he read in 2 1 by 5 hours? Correct. So it's multiplication here. Because in 1 hour, 1 by 3. In 2 1 by 5 hours, it will be 2 1 by 5 into 1 by 3. It's multiplication. Correct, Swati. Good. So it's like this, children. If we don't understand, see, using fractions when you don't understand, you just use. Like say Ravish reads 3 pages in 3 pages in 1 hour. How many pages will he read in 5 hours? Just take a question like that. You use different numbers. See, now here you can see fractions used 1 by 3 and 2 1 by 5. You replace them with some other numbers which are easier for you to understand. So let me just read the same question with different numbers. Ravish reads 3 pages of a book in 1 hour. 3 pages. 3 pages of a book in 1 hour. How many pages of the book will he read in 5 hours? 1 hour, 3 pages. 5 hours, how many pages? Tell me.
Ma'am, 3 into 5, 15 pages in 5
Yeah.
hours.
Just put yourself in that situation. You shouldn't think that you're finding the answer for somebody. You imagine yourself in that situation. You are able to read 3 pages in 1 hour. If you sit with the book in 1 hour, you read 3 pages. That means maybe the book is very big. So you need 1 hour to read 3 pages of the book. So in 5 hours, if you spend 5 hours, how many pages will you read? 3 into 5, 15 pages. Same thing here. Fractions have been used. That's all. Please use other numbers, simpler numbers, so that we understand the situation. So there we said it's multiplication. Here also it will be multiplication. Yeah. Next one. Somebody else try the next one.
Ma'am, shall I tell?
Yes, Nandana.
Ma'am, we should divide 400 divided by 6 1 by 4.
Okay. So the answer is 400 divided by 6 1 by 4. Can you just read the same question with different numbers so that we understand? Use different values. Nandana. Somebody please read the same question with different values.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, the cost of
No, I
5
think Nandana
kgs.
wants to try. 1 minute. Let me just ask her. Nandana, are you ready now?
Ma'am?
Nandana, can you read the same question with different values, with some of the values, which is easy to understand, not fractions?
Okay.
Yeah, please tell
Okay,
me.
ma'am.
Yeah. The cost of?
The cost of 5 kgs of apple is 100 rupees.
Okay, very good. It's 100 rupees. 5 kgs, 100 rupees. At what rate per kg are the apples being sold? So 5 kgs, 100 rupees. That means what is the rate per kg?
Ma'am, 100 divided by 5.
100 divided by 5. So which one did we write first? This 100. We wrote 100 first. When we read the question like this, the cost of 5 kgs of apples is 100 rupees, rupees 100. So to find the rate per kg, we divide 100 by 5. 100 divided by 5. So similarly, here it is 400 divided by 6 1 by 4. 100 by 5, which is 20. So in our example, the cost of apples per kg or the rate per kg of apples is rupees 20. Is my voice clear, children?
Yes, ma'am, it's clear.
All right, children. All right. So, in the same way, here it is 400 divided by 6 1 by 4. 400 divided by 6 1 by 4. When you perform that, when you simplify that, you will get the rate per kg. Yeah, the fourth one, Anugraha.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. No, fourth one, maybe I'll explain this, children. 4, I will explain. Anugraha, yes, Anugraha. The fifth one, Anugraha. Sixth one, Anugraha.
Okay. Ma'am, sixth one, you know?
Question number 6, Anugraha.
Okay, ma'am. In school, there a scheme is giving 3 by 10 liter of milk to each student.
Okay. Let now you use some other value for 3 by 10. Use something else.
Ma'am, it will. Can I give in fraction?
Fraction. Okay, fine.
Ma'am, in a midday meal scheme, 1 by 2 liter of milk is given to each student.
Okay.
If 30 liters of milk should be distributed in every day in the school, how many students are there in the school?
Okay. Can we use 100 ml? Can all of us understand if I say 100 ml? Do we know what is 1 liter equal to in terms of ml? How much is 1 liter?
1000 milliliter.
Okay, all of us know it. Very good. So 1 liter is 1000 milliliters. 1 liter is 1000 milliliters. So let us just take this example. In a midday meal scheme, we'll say 200 ml, 200 ml, 200 milliliters. 200 milliliters of milk is given to each student of a primary school. If Anugraha, replace some other number for 30.
Ma'am, 10 liters.
10. Shall we take 5? Just to understand
Yes,
the situation, we'll
Yes,
take
ma'am.
5.
Yes.
So, no, we'll take 2 liters, Anugraha. 2 liters.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So, in a midday meal scheme, 200 ml of milk is given to each student of a primary school. If 2 liters of milk is distributed every day in the school, how many students are there in the school? Now, you just think. So each child is getting 200 ml of milk. And what is the total supply of milk? 2 liters. How many ml in 2 liters?
Ma'am, 2000 milliliters.
2000 milliliters. 2 liters meaning 2,000 ml. And totally, the school has distributed 2000 ml. Then how many students have consumed the milk? It should be 2000 divided by 200. 2000 divided by 200. 10 students. 10 students have milk has been given to 10 students because 200 ml into 10. When you multiply 200 ml and 10, 200 ml into 10 students will give you 2000 ml, which is 2 liters. Now let's take a different example. So like say there are, each child is given 2 chocolates. Each child is given 2 chocolates and 30 chocolates have been distributed. Okay, each child is given 2 chocolates. 2 chocolates and totally 30 chocolates have been distributed. So how many students? 2 chocolates per student. Totally 30 chocolates have been distributed. So how many students?
Ma'am, 15 students.
15 students because totally 30 chocolates are distributed and one child is given 2 chocolates. So 30 divided by 2, 15 students. Chocolates have been distributed to 15 students. So when there are 15 students, each of them getting 2, 15 into 2, 30. See, we have to see, it's not about just taking some clue from the question and understanding if it is multiplication or division. You must understand the situation exactly, correctly, very precisely. You should understand the situation. Don't compromise on understanding. Take different examples. You will realize why it is division. Just take away the fraction from there and you give different some other number. Read and understand situation. So let's see it again. In a midday meal scheme, 3/10 liter of milk is given to each student, like 2 chocolates. 3/10 liter of milk, like 2 chocolates per student. Like that, 3/10 liter of milk is given to each student. And like how we had 30 chocolates totally. Here 30 liters of milk is distributed. We distributed 30 chocolates. Here 30 liters of milk is distributed every day in the school. So how many students are there in the school? Like we did 30 divided by 2, 15 students. In the same way, it is 30 divided by 3/10. 30 divided by 3/10 will give us the number of students in the school. So the mathematical operation involved here is division. I just want to give one more question to Anugraha because I did not allow you to complete this. So Anugraha, please try the next one. Children, do we understand this? Why it is division and not multiplication or addition or subtraction?
Yes, ma'am. Understood, ma'am.
Yes,
All of you
ma'am.
children. If you still don't understand, let's take a different example, children. Please tell me.
Ma'am, I can understand, ma'am.
Okay. All right, children. Yes, I want Anugraha again.
Okay, ma'am.
I will not disturb you.
Which question?
Question number 7.
So, ma'am, a girl reads a book for 3/4 hours a day.
Yeah.
She can read a book in 6 days.
All right.
How many hours will be required by her to read the full book?
Yeah.
So we
how
have to
how do
multiply.
you answer the question? You just tell me the same question using numbers of your choice. Say you are reading. Anugraha reads a book. So let's convert it to Anugraha now. Tell me, Anugraha. Anugraha reads a book for how many hours every day? 1 hour?
Yeah, 1 hour.
Oh, okay.
Then in 6 we can put 5 days.
Okay. So Anugraha reads the entire book in 6 days, 5 days. So how many hours in all were required by you to read the book?
We have to multiply.
You have to multiply because 1 day, 1 hour. 5 days, 5 hours you have read it. Every day you spent 1 hour. 1 hour, 1 day.
Yeah.
So in 5 days, 5 into 1, 5 hours you have spent to read the book. So it's multiplication. So what is it here in question number 7? What's the operation?
My multiplication.
Multiplication. So when you multiply 6 and 1, 3/4, you will get the number of hours. All right. Somebody else try question number 8.
Ma'am, shall I try?
Yes. Who's this?
Nandana, ma'am.
Nandana. Okay, Nandana, tell me.
By what number should 6 2 by 9 be multiplied to get 4 by 9?
Yeah.
Ma'am, we should divide 4 by 9 divided by 6 2 by 9, ma'am.
Yeah, no, but I don't understand. So like, give me smaller numbers. I don't know why it's division. By what number should?
By what number should 6 be multiplied to get 12?
To get some other number, not 12, some other number, say some other number. To get
32.
30?
2.
But let's take a multiple. To get by what number should 6 be multiplied to get? Okay,
I don't get what.
No, okay, fine. We'll take 12 itself. You were right. Okay, so by what number should 6 be multiplied to get 12? By what number should 6 be multiplied to get 12? What's the number? It should be multiplied by 2. How did we get that number 2? It's 12 divided by 6. So by what number should 6 be multiplied to get 12? We know the answer is 2. 6 should be multiplied by 2. But how did we get that? The second number 12 divided by 6. The second number 12. You should. So see, here we have 6. To get 12. 12 is the second number. So the second number divided by the first number. All right, Nandana, you can disable your mic. So children, see again when it's multiplication, you are safe because you can multiply the numbers in any order. When it is multiplication, you are safe because you can multiply the numbers in any order. But when it is division or when it is even subtraction, you need to be careful which number to write first. When you're adding also, the order is not important. See, the order makes a lot of sense, but it's okay if you still change the order, you're going to get the same answer. So when you're adding or multiplying, you're safe because the order of the numbers is not important. But when you're subtracting or dividing, which numbers to be written first is very important. So now from the example, by what number should 6 be multiplied to get 12? So we did 12, the second number 12 divided by the first number 6. So similarly here it is 4 by 9 divided by 6 2 by 9. It's not 6 2 by 9 divided by 4 by 9. In the example, okay, so by what number should, all of you see the screen, I'm using the pointer. By what number should 4 be multiplied to get 36? 4 be multiplied to get 36. What's the answer? By what number should 4 be multiplied to get 36?
Ma'am, 36 divided by 4, we get it as 9, ma'am.
9 is a required number. So which one did we write first? 36. So this number, see, by what number should 4 be multiplied to get 36? So 36, the second number 36 divided by the first number 9. Similarly here it is the second number 4 by 9 divided by the first number 6 2 by 9. All right. Yes, children. Ninth one, Matthew.
Ma'am.
Yeah, ninth one, question number 9.
Yes, ma'am. Sharda can walk 8 1/3 kilometer in 1 hour. How much distance will she cover in 2/5 hours?
Yeah.
Ma'am, we should multiply, ma'am.
Okay, you give me an example, a similar situation with different numbers.
Ma'am, Sharda can walk 5 kilometers in 1 hour.
Okay.
How much distance will she cover in 2 hours, ma'am?
Okay. How much distance? 5 kilometers in 1 hour. So in 2 hours, how much will cover? What happened, Matthew? So 5 kilometers in 1 hour. In 2 hours, it will be 5 into 2, 10 kilometers. So in the same sense, it's multiplication here. You will have to multiply 8 1/3 and 2 2/5. Yes, somebody try the 10th one.
Ma'am, shall I try?
Yeah.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Ma'am, since we have to divide, ma'am.
Okay, so here we'll have to divide. Give me an example.
Yes, ma'am. In a charity show, ₹100 were collected by selling some tickets.
Okay.
If the price of each ticket was ₹2, how many tickets were sold?
Very good. So totally 100
Yes,
rupees
ma'am.
were collected. Yeah, 1 minute. Even I want to repeat what you said. So in a charity show, 100 rupees was collected. Totally 100 rupees was collected. And for one ticket, it is 2 rupees. One ticket, 2 rupees. So like selling one ticket for 2 rupees, I was able to collect 100 rupees. So how many tickets were sold? How many tickets?
Ma'am, totally 50 tickets were sold.
Totally 50 tickets were sold. How did we get 50?
Ma'am, by dividing 100 divided by 2, we'll get it as 50, ma'am.
So where did 100 come? Was 100 the first number or the second number?
Ma'am, it was the first number.
And which was the second number? 2.
Ma'am, 2.
So it's the first number divided by the second number. In the same way it is here, 6,496, the first number divided by the second number, 53/4. Very good, Swati. Well explained. Yes. 11th one. Anugraha or Nandana, one of you try the 11th one.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
Nandana, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me, Nandana.
A sugar bag contains 30 kg of sugar. After consuming 2 by 3 of it, how much sugar is left in the bag?
Yeah.
Ma'am, first we need to multiply 30 into 2 by 3, ma'am.
Okay.
We will get an answer, ma'am. And then we should subtract that with 30, ma'am.
Very good. Very good. Yeah. So it's like this. Thank you, Nandana. You're right. So a sugar bag contains 30 kgs of sugar. After consuming 2/3, 2 by 3 of it, 2 by 3 of it means of 30 kgs. 2/3 of 30 kgs. That means you are dividing 30 kgs into 3 equal portions and you are consuming 2 portions of it. How will you divide 30 kgs into 3 equal portions? Tell me. How will you divide 30 kgs into 3 equal portions? Tell me. How much will be in each portion?
Ma'am, 10.
10 kgs. Yeah. So you have 30 kgs of sugar. How will you make 3 equal portions? 10 kgs, 10 kgs, 10 kgs. So you maybe, store them in 3 containers. You store them in 3 different containers, each container having 10 kgs of sugar. Now what happens after consuming 2/3 of it? So you consume 2/3, that is 2. You consume the sugar in 2 containers out of the 3 containers. Then how much is left? Of 10 kgs, 10 kgs, 10 kgs. You had 3 containers. So you finish 2 of it. That's the meaning. See, after consuming 2/3 of it. So you have sugar stored in 3 containers. You finish 2 of them. So how much is left? 1 container is left. How much is there in that 1 container? 10 kgs. That is what is left. That's what you should find. So all of you try this. I'll show the answer later. So we need to first find, see, after consuming 2/3 of it meaning 2 by 3 into 30. That will give you 20. So 20 is consumed. So how much is left? 30 kgs minus what you consume, 20 kgs. 10 kgs is left in the bag. Yes, somebody try the 12th one. Maybe Anugraha, 12th one.
Yes, ma'am.
What's the formula to find the area of a rectangle?
Ma'am, area of the rectangle L into B.
L
Length
into B.
Length into breadth.
Length into breadth. All right. So how do you find if the area and so the 3 quantities are area, length and breadth. Area, length and breadth. If you're given the length and breadth, we multiply length and breadth to get the area.
Yes, ma'am.
No, let's understand like this, children. All of you write in your book. Please write in your book. I hope you're ready.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, simply write this. 5 into 7 is equal to 35. 5 into 7 is equal to 35. Okay, on top of 5, just write L. On top of 5, write L. On top of 7, write B. And on top of 35, write A. Area, A. So if I give you 7 and 5 or 5 and 7, L and B, you will multiply and get the area, 35. Supposing I give you the area, write down this, children. Supposing I give you the area 35 and the length 5. Length 5. How will you find the breadth? How will you get the breadth?
Ma'am, area divided by length is equal to breadth.
Area divided by the length is equal to the breadth. Because when you're given the length and breadth, see, you know the length is 5, the breadth is 7. To find the area, it is L into B. 5 into 7, 35. Okay. So now you're given see there are three quantities here: length, breadth, and area. Now when you're given the length and the area, I think I gave you the length is 5 and the area is 35. How do you find the breadth? Area by length. 35 by 5 will give you 7. 35 divided by 5 will give you 7. So to find breadth, it is area by length. To find length, it is area by breadth. Area divided by length will give you the breadth. Area divided by the breadth will give you the length. So Anugrah, what should we find in the 12th one? What is the
Ma'am, breadth.
breadth of the plot? How do you find the breadth? What's the formula to find the breadth?
Ma'am, area divided by length.
Yeah. So in this question, what is the area?
65 1 by 3.
And the length?
12 1 by 4.
Okay. So should I divide 12 1 by 4? Is it 12 1 by 4 divided by 65 1 by 3 or 65 1 by 3 divided by 12 1 by 4?
Ma'am, 61 no 65 1 by 3 divided by 12 1 by 4.
Why? What is 65 1 by 3?
The area.
Area. Very good. Okay. Area divided by length. Okay. Good. Yes, somebody try the 13th one.
Ma'am, shall I try?
All right.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Since the area of a rectangle is equal to length into breadth here, so we have to multiply the length and the breadth given, ma'am. So the operation is multiplication.
Very good. The operation is multiplication. Area is equal to L into B. So we need to multiply these two values. Okay, good. Next one, 14. Not Swati now. Somebody else try the 14th one.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, by
Okay.
selling,
I will give you the numbers, Matthew.
yes,
By
ma'am.
selling oranges, by selling oranges at the rate of ₹3 per orange. You can make a note of the number in your book. By selling oranges at the rate of ₹3 per orange. Got it? 3, all right, 3 per orange. Yeah, a fruit seller gets ₹72.
Yes, ma'am.
A fruit seller gets ₹72. Now, tell me, what can you find using these two numbers? You're selling them at the rate of ₹3 per orange. One orange is ₹3. But selling like this, the fruit seller gets ₹72. That means how many oranges has he sold?
Ma'am, we should divide, ma'am.
Divide. So divide 72 and 3 and tell me how much are you getting?
Ma'am, 1 minute, ma'am.
Yeah, divide.
Ma'am, 24, ma'am.
Okay. So by selling oranges at the rate of ₹3 per orange, a fruit seller gets ₹72. So the number of oranges sold is 72 divided by 3, which is 24. Now the question is not how many oranges he sold, how many dozens of oranges he sold.
Ma'am, 2, ma'am.
2 dozens, because how much is 1 dozen?
12, ma'am.
Ma'am,
12.
12.
12 pieces, yes. So 12 units make 1 dozen. 12 books make 1 dozen of books. 12 oranges make 1 dozen of oranges. 12 pencils make 1 dozen of pencils. So you should first divide and get the number of oranges, and then you should find out how many dozens. So if you get 12 oranges, you must say 1 dozen is the answer. If you get 24 oranges, 2 dozens. If you get 36 oranges, 3 dozens. That means, so if you're getting 36 oranges, you say 3 dozens, right? How would you get it? 36 divided by 12. So whatever answer you get, you should divide by 12. to convert it to dozens. Now, supposing I get 24 oranges as the answer. I get 24 oranges as the answer. So 24 oranges is 2 dozens. How did I get 2? 24 divided by 12. 24 divided by 12 is 2. So whatever answer you get, how many number of oranges you get, you must divide that by 12 to convert it to dozens. All right, children. The 15th one. So if milk is, I think I'll finish it. So if milk is available at rupees 17 3/4 per liter, find the cost of 7 2/5 liters of milk. So if 1 liter is say 50 rupees, 7 liters will be 50 into 7. If 1 liter is 50 rupees, 7 liters will be 50 into 7 rupees 350. So it's multiplication here in the 15th one. The cost per liter is given and you should find for many liters. 1 liter is given, you should find for many liters, multiplication. The 17th one, you know, the formula to find the side of the square, side into side. Sorry, the formula to find the area of a square, which is side into side. So you can finish the 17th one. And the 16th one, the product of two numbers. The product of two numbers is given. So even I will take some other product. The product of two numbers is 42. The product of two numbers is 42. If one of them is 6, what's the other number? The product of two numbers is 42. One of the numbers is 6. Then what's the other number?
42 divided by 6.
42 divided by 6. So 42 divided by 6 is 7. 7 is the other number. Same thing here.
Ma'am, we can also consider.
Yes.
Ma'am, I have a
Nandana, come again.
ma'am.
Yes, Nandana. Nandana, I can't hear you, Nandana.
X into Y means
No, dear, I was not able to get you. Okay, so say the product of two numbers is 60. The product of two numbers is 60, 60. If one of them is 10, if one of the numbers is 10, what's the other number? 60 divided by 10, 6. The other number is 6. All right, children. So like this, yeah, and I think I have to tell you the 4th and the 5th one. Yes, children. 4 and 5. Now, all of you do this. Draw a straight line in your book. Draw a straight line, all of you. Take
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, take 6 points on it at equal distances. Just mark 6 points. Take a straight line, and on the straight line, take 6 points at equal distances. Say like 1 centimeter distance. Roughly, don't have to measure. Just take it roughly. First, draw a straight line, and on the straight line, mark 6 points. 6 different points at equal distances. Now each point represents a plant, children. Every point represents a plant. Every point is a plant. And you have 6 plants. Now the distance between two plants is 3 meters, children. The distance between two plants, any two plants is, when I say two plants, two consecutive plants. Okay, the adjacent plants. Any two adjacent plants is 3 meters. 3. I hope you got the situation, all of you.
Yes, ma'am.
You have planted 6 plants in a row. In a row, you have 6 plants. They are planted at equal distances. That is, the distance between two adjacent plants is the same. and that is 3 meters. So a straight line you should have taken, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points on it. The distance between 2 points is 3 meters. 3 meters. All right. Now, what is the distance between the first plant and the last plant, children? What's the distance between the first and the last plant? What is the distance between the first and last plant?
Around 15 meters.
15 meters. 15 meters. You can just count on that line. On the line, you would have taken 6 points. Each point I said represents a plant. Between 2 consecutive points, the difference is 3 meters. So from between the first and the last plant, there are 5 spaces. 6 plants, but only 5 spaces. Each space is 3 meters. 5 spaces, 3 into 5, 15 meters. So the distance between the first and the last plant is 15 meters. Do the same thing here. Apply the same idea here. Please draw the figure. Draw the figure like what I told you now. Draw a figure and understand. And in question number 5, there are 45 students in a class and 3/5 of them are boys. 3/5 of the students are boys. That is, if you divide the total number of students into 5 equal portions, 3 portions are boys. Why I'm saying 5 equal portions? Because 3 by 5. 3 by 5. So if you divide 45 into 5 equal portions, children, divide all of you. Divide 45 into 5 equal portions. How much will you have? How many students in one portion?
Ma'am, 9 students in one portion.
9. You are not mixing the girls and boys. Every group will have either only girls or only boys. Okay, so 45 students. I said divide them into 5 groups. And in the groups, you should not mix the boys and girls. The groups will have only girls or only boys. Okay, so 45 students, you made 5 groups. Each group will have 9 students. Okay, now of the 3 groups, 3/5, meaning 3 groups out of 5 groups are boys. So that means 3 groups will have how many boys?
Ma'am, 27 boys.
27 boys. 27 boys. So how many groups of girls? 2 groups.
2 groups.
2 out of 5. 2 out of 5 are girls. It's like scoring. It's like marks. It's like marks, children. 20 marks. And you get 17 out of 20. 17 marks out of 20 you have got. How much have you lost? 3 out of 20 you have lost. Same thing. 3 out of 5 portions boys. 2 out of 5 portions girls. Because the total is 5. Like total marks 20. If you have got 17 marks, you have lost 3 marks. So 17 out of 20, 3 out of 20. Here 3 out of 5 boys. So 2 out of 5 girls. So so you can find the number of girls like this. So since you know 2 out of 5 are girls, 45 into 2 by 5 will give you the answer. 45 into 2 by 5. Or you can multiply 45 into 3 by 5. You can multiply 45 and 3 by 5 and find the number of boys and then subtract 45 minus the number of boys will give you the number of girls. Right, children. Now start working. Start working. You already have the questions with you. You can also see it on the screen.
Let's start working from the first question.
Please start working from the first one. Yes. I hope nobody's already finished it. I just wanted you to go through the questions. Has anyone finished it?
No, ma'am.
Yeah.
No, ma'am.
Yeah. I did not want you to work it actually. I just shared the questions so that you can read and plan. Now start working, children. Children, let's not write the question. We'll start writing the answer straight away. Maybe you can leave some space for the question, which you can finish later. You can write down later. You can complete it later. Or leave 2 pages for the questions. Leave 2 pages, 2 to 3 pages as per the size of your book. Leave some pages to write the questions and just start working the answers, children. Write the correct question number, answer 1, answer 2, answer 3, and so on. Start working. I'll give you 10 minutes time to finish from question number 1 to 6. 1 to 6, 10 minutes. Somebody's mic is enabled. Kindly disable your mic. Ten minutes time. Finish till the 6th one, and then we'll see the answers immediately. The full steps. What's the progress, children? How far have we come? Busy working, can't hear me. How far have we come, children?
Ma'am, fifth question, ma'am.
Fifth one, huh? Okay, fine. All right, yeah. Completed, children?
Yes, ma'am, this page completed.
Okay. Others? Okay, since we have discussed the operation, it won't take long for us to see the answer. Completed from 7 to 12, children. After 12, we shall see the answers. 7 to 12, finish from 7 to 12. All right, children. I think it's time to see the answers to the extent we have worked. Yes, children. What's the answer for the first one? Question number 1 on the screen. Am I audible? What's the length of each piece?
Ma'am, 4 by 5.
What's the length of each piece? 4 by 5, huh?
Yes, ma'am. I also the same.
What is it? It's 12 and a half divided by 10, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So what is 12 and a half as a improper fraction?
25 by 2.
Then division becomes multiplication, and then you write 10 as
1 by 10, ma'am.
1 by 10. Division becomes multiplication, and 10 is written as its reciprocal, 1 by 10. Now you need to, this is multiplication now. Now it is multiplication. Division becomes multiplication, and then 10 is written as its reciprocal. So now we have 25 by 2 into 1 by 10.
Ma'am, 5 by 4.
Isn't it 5 by 4, children? You're saying it's 4 by 5, it's 5 by 4.
Ma'am,
Yes
as
or
a
no?
mixed fraction. 1 by 4, ma'am.
1 by 4. No, but I heard 4 by 5. Tell me what's the mistake you've done? How did you get 4 by 5? Yeah, children, please see the steps. And in case you have any questions, ask me now. This is the answer for the first one. 1 by 4. I don't know how you got 4 by 5. Only if you get this answer for the second one. 2 1 by 5. Is it right? I'm sorry, 11 by 15. Is it right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I also got that.
Okay. Children, if you have any doubts, please ask me in simplifying. If you feel why it's not like that, like this, please ask me. The third answer, am I right?
Yes, ma'am. 64 by 1.
Yeah. So it's 400 divided by 6 1 by 4. 6 1 by 4 is nothing but 25 by 4. Division becomes multiplication, and the next fraction, the fraction after the decimal symbol, or not decimal, sorry, division symbol. The fraction after the division symbol is written as its reciprocal. 400 as it is, not the reciprocal of 400, children. 400 as it is. Division is written as multiplication. When we do this, the fraction which is after the division symbol, 25 by 4, becomes 4 by 25. It's reciprocal. Now we need to simplify. 25 ones are 24, 25 16s are in the tables of 25, or you can do it by 5 2 times. 64.
Yes, ma'am, 3 meters.
So these are the 5 saplings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 saplings. Saplings are young plants. I'm sure you all know it. Saplings are young plants, baby plants. Baby plants are saplings. So Shika plants 5 saplings in a row in her garden. The distance between 2 adjacent saplings. So I'm calling this sapling 1, sapling 2, sapling 3, sapling 4, and sapling 5. 5 saplings. Now the distance between the first and second is 3 by 4 meters. Second and third is 3 by 4 meters. Third and fourth is 3 by 4 meters. Fourth and fifth is also 3 by 4 meters. Now the question is to find the distance between the first and the last sapling. The first and the last sapling. What's the distance between the first and the last sapling? How much is it? It's 3 by 4 plus 3 by 4 plus 3 by 4 plus 3 by 4. Repeated addition is multiplication. So it is 4 into 3 by 4. 3 by 4 is added to itself 4 times. 4 into 3 by 4. You can write 4 into 3 by 4 straight away also. So 4 cancels out in the numerator and denominator. The answer is 3 meters. See your answers, children. I think I won't disturb you. We have discussed the questions. Check if you have any doubts, ask me. See, children, that cancelling, I'm not able to, like show. So what you see is 7 by 4 into 6. 7 by 4 into 6. And then in the tables of 2, 2 2s are and 2 3s are. So 7 3s are 21 by 2. Any questions still here?
No, ma'am, no questions.
No, ma'am.
So here, how do we get 20, children? Somebody tell me, how do we get 20 here? 25 by 3 into 12 by 5. How is it 20?
Ma'am, by cancelling 25 as 5 and 1 and 3, 1, 4. So we'll get it as 5 into 4, 20.
Yeah. So we need to simplify 12 and 25 and 5. 5 ones are 5. 5 5s are 25. And then 3 ones are 3. 3 4s are 12. So 5 into 4, 20. After simplifying, 5 into 4, 20. So here you can perform the long division. You can divide 6496 by 203. Try to divide 6496, this number, by 203. Use the long division. To perform the long division, divide 6496 by 203. You will get the quotient. You will get some quotient, and the quotient into 4 is 128. So see the sugar question. 2/3 is consumed. That means 1 minus 2 by 3. 1/3 is left. So how much is left? 1 by 3 into 30. 10 kgs is left. 1/3 of the sugar is left. 1/3 of the sugar. So that means 1/3 of 30, because the total quantity of sugar is 30. 1/3 of the sugar of the total quantity of sugar is left. So 1 by 3 into 30. And we understood that width is area by length. Width is area by length. So this is the area. Area divided by length. Convert this to an improper fraction, this to an improper fraction. See, division we've written as it is. First, let's convert the mixed fractions to improper fractions. Then the first fraction as it is 196 by 3. Division becomes multiplication. And the fraction after the division sign. The fraction after the division sign, 49 by 4, becomes its reciprocal, 4 by 49. And then you need to simplify in the tables of 7 maybe, because 7 sevens is 49. You can take up 196 and 49, simplify it. So 49 ones are 49 fours are 196. You can divide by the tables of 7 also. So on simplifying, we get 16 by 3 or 5 1 by 3. Maybe you have not completed this. Make a note of the answers, children, and complete it. Please make a note of the final answers. Have a look at the steps also.
Ma'am, can you show me the 12th answer?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Children, please make a note of the answers and complete the assignment. All right, children. So that's it for today's session. I hope it's clear. Have you made a note of the answers, children?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, children. So that's it for today's session. Thank you so much. You may leave the meeting.
Mom? Mom?